Kulu apa sebenarnya nizopita kusimkari tena kama nje kaili kulu enze inabuta.
Governments across the world have committed to end child marriage by 2030 through the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). But despite all the government's efforts to end child marriage and teenage pregnancies, the situation seems to be getting worse. Child marriage is not only a human right violation, it is a form of violence against women and girls, as girls who marry as children are at risk of sexual, physical, and psychological violence throughout their lives. They are particularly at risk of violence from their partners or their partners' families. Ending child marriage and violence against women and girls means investing in programs that address its root causes, with emphasis on addressing the norms and beliefs that discriminate by placing less value on girls and women than boys and men. It is for this reason Forum for African Women Educationalists of Zambia-FAWEZA, together with SAD and Plan International, has embarked on implementing a project called Break Free, with the goal of reducing child marriages and teenage pregnancies. Speaking at a media dialogue held in Chisamba, FAWEZA Executive Director Costen Kanchele says policymakers should ensure that gender-related policies should be implemented.
I know as a country we have sufficient policies. We have adequate legal frameworks where, if properly implemented, we can reduce, if not eliminating, teenage pregnancies and child marriages. But the problem has been implementation. Perhaps the duty bearers, they know about these things. But what about the rights holders? Do they know what policies are in existence? Do they know what legislations we have?
He is further called upon all the media to report gender-based violence cases, no matter the situation.
We want the media to be one of the integral parts in the fight against teenage pregnancies and child marriages. We want you to report gender-based violence. We want you to expose it wherever it is happening. In whichever form it happens, we want you to report it. We want you also to help report teenage pregnancies. Wherever they are happening, in whatever form they are happening, regardless of who the perpetrator is, report these issues. Please follow up these court cases. Follow this through to the end. We are aware that there are a number of cases that are being withdrawn within the village where it has happened. People just exchange some black goats, some chickens, and the case has ended. We know someone has been defiled.
Child marriage denies a young girl her freedom of choice, future, education, and dreams. It has been recorded that 22 girls a minute are already affected worldwide, and COVID-19 is putting millions more at risk. Hence, there is need for everyone's attention without leaving anyone behind. Margaret Chota, Movie TV News in Lusaka.